but to try and expand upon the importance of mental and physical and core nutritional stimulation or enrichment. And it can kind of sound a little bit hippified. Oh, well, what do I need to do to enrich my snake? It just sits there doing nothing all day anyway. What's its brain going to do if I wiggle a feather at it? And I guess those are kind of valid questions. But actually, if we start to look at it seriously, and what I've tried to do is break the provision of mental and physical stimulation into 5 key areas that as keepers we can just think about. How will my enclosure the decorative style of my enclosure, how can this have a positive or negative impact on my animal? What will it do to help that animal provide for itself while I'm providing for it? We all know that bad mental health is just as bad for you as bad physical health or a bad diet, because everything is interrelated within the 3 parameters. If one parameter falls apart or one section of a parameter falls apart, the rest of them do. So you end up with kind of cataclysmic health problems or restrictions from what you possibly could see from that animal. Go back to the conversation that Liam was having just very briefly. Okay, yes, you can keep a tokay gecko or a leopard gecko or a corn snake or a king snake or whatever you want to keep in a dark drawer with no UV light and no visible light and just a heat mat, and it will survive and reproduce, just as we said the last time. But you're actually missing out on the privilege of providing for that animal properly and seeing that animal in its most natural form, behaving like the wild animal rather than sitting in a tub, and then benefiting from the whatever percentage increase there is in genetic health as you go through reproduction, or for big producers, even when you look at poultry farming, how many more eggs over a longer period of time can the introduction of certain thing provide per broiler hen? You're starting to look at increasing productivity. So what I tried to do is, what I've done for this magazine series, I'm just going to keep looking down at my notes here because I've only really started finishing it this week. It's all very new. So I've tried to kind of categorise it into 5 areas.